if you thought that Reed Richards was going to show up in this show,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
if you thought Mephisto was going to be showing up in this show,
Congratulations, you played
Listen
yourself.
to
Unheard of.
hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Unheard of. I'm Arthur, one of your hosts, and I'm here with my co-host Jared. How you doing, man?
good, man. Been a tough week, a lot of work, but here we are. About to go back to the theaters for the first time in over a year with my son. So doing okay.
What do you guys want to go see?
We're gonna go see the Tom and Jerry film, but I'm looking forward to a couple more movies in the future. There's one with Bob Odenkirk. I can't think of it right now, but it's basically like an Equalizer film. And I'm looking forward to getting back into the habit of going to the movies.
Like Bob Odenkirk doing action?
Yeah, man. It's called let me see. Oh, it's called Nobody. Yeah,
Nobody.
he's basically like a Liam Neeson, Denzel Washington Equalizer type character in the movie. It's kind of out of his roles, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
the trailer looks interesting. So
I've actually been slipping on what's his Better Call Saul.
yeah,
What season are they in that now?
I
Is that show over?
God, I think no, it's not over. It's about to be whenever they film it. I think they're going into their last season now, which is season 6. But it's been
Yeah.
taking like over 2 years just to get it because of the Breaking Bad movie, El Camino, and then COVID kind of stopped production on Better Call Saul.
Wow. I mean, I like Better Call Saul, but like I waited to watch it until it was like probably in its third season so I could binge it.
Yeah,
Because I mean I didn't watch Breaking Bad until it was all finished and I binged that. And I think for shows like that, that's kind of like other than people who want to watch it week to week, I feel like that's a really good way to watch that show, like soaking up all the information all at once. But Better Call Saul is really good. I like how they do the little clips of him,
yeah,
like now after Breaking Bad, when the season starts. Like it's so funny. I like the one when he got locked into the trash place,
oh yeah,
like the trash room. It's so good. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to look up that movie he's in.
yeah. It looks pretty good to me. Of course, I like a bunch of action films anyways. So,
Yeah,
um, but yeah, man. How's your week been? New job, new haircut, right?
new job, new haircut. You know what I'm saying, for everybody on YouTube. New look. I don't have the huge beard and the big old fro no more. You know what I'm saying? Had to clean it up for the new job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. And I mean, hey, I've been working with your little bro, so we just been getting it done. I definitely like this new place I'm at. So, but
right.
other than that, man, I just been chilling.
Nice. I mean, hey, that's good. Everybody's moving up, and without playing a bunch of tricks, we're just gonna go ahead and get into the WandaVision bits. So, spoiler ahead for this episode. If you haven't seen the finale or all of WandaVision, you're basically just gonna want to dip until about the last 3 minutes of the show because that's all it's gonna be about.
Yeah, this is our WandaVision season 1 wrap up extravaganza show. So, but so what did you think about the finale? And well, I'll ask you what you thought about the show overall after we talk about the finale.
Uh, so am I talking about the finale or the show?
The finale, the finale.
Okay. I thought the finale was good. I mean I thought the story was kind of a heartbreaker. The CGI battle was kind of a big mess. But the stuff that was really grounded, like the kids and Vision, that stuff was really nice. Wanda fully like getting her powers was really it was really nice. Um, I like the twist that they played in that battle between her and Agatha, where she basically took her knowledge and used it against her. Um, so I like the story itself, um, but I'm really kind of excited to see where they take her because the one of the killing scenes was they get done with everything. Wanda walks right back into town to talk to Monica, and everybody's still looking at her because she basically like hypnotized their minds and used them for however long period of time. And instead of getting arrested, Monica was like, "Hey, I'd bring my mom back if I had your powers." And basically, she just lets her go. And Wanda's like, "I can't change their opinion of me," because she already has seen it before where she's tried to save people, like in what's that place? In Civil War where she's trying to help save people and ends up blowing it up with you know,
Oh yeah,
crossbones.
yeah, yeah, well, yeah. Where was that? That was
I want to say it was like in Africa, but
yeah. They had the they had a commercial in the show that was talking about it. I
yeah.
forgot where it was.
I mean, either way, it seems like her powers are so strong that the fact that she's already accepted, like, hey, I'm not going to change their opinion about me. I think it shows a different side of the MCU, which is really nice because technically, um, even in Age of Ultron, like, Tony Stark was responsible for basically everything that happened in that movie by creating Ultron. Uh, he's basically the cause of millions of lives getting lost,
Oh yeah.
and instead of like people trying to send him to trial, they just say, "Hey, sign these accords. Your life will be okay." Like nobody besides God, what's her name? That amazing actress at the beginning, Viola.
Viola Davis?
Yeah, Viola Davis. Where she blames him for
Oh
the
no,
death of her son.
that wasn't Viola Davis, bro. That was
It wasn't
no, that was Angela something. Um, I'm
really.
sorry. Yeah,
I
give
could
me
have
one
swore it
second.
was Viola.
No, it really wasn't. Sorry, everybody. We're doing a lookup break.
Oh, hold on. It seems like it's Miriam Sharp. No, no, no. Sorry, that's who she plays.
Yeah,
Alfra Woodard.
yeah, Alfred Woodard. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dang, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alfred.
Yeah, you done messed up there. She's listening to this. She's gonna be upset. She was like, you mixed me up with Viola Davis.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I just watched that like that Ma Rainey's Black Bottom with
Yeah,
Viola and Chadwick Boseman. So I guess I had her in my mind. But I'm
I
sorry,
haven't
Alfred.
I haven't seen that yet. What is it? Is it on anywhere? Is it on HBO Max or something?
It's on Netflix, dude.
Also Netflix?
Yeah.
All right, check it out. I'll check it out.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was interesting to see that side of the MCU where she basically accepts the blame for kind of ruining those people's lives for a few weeks.
Oh
And,
yeah.
you know, overall, I thought it was a nice, grounded story, and we'll get into other parts of it later. But story wise, I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, I absolutely loved it. I like that it picked up as soon as episode 8 left off. And I mean, I'm a little upset that we didn't have an episode last week. I mean, sorry everybody, we couldn't get the timing right for last week, so we had to skip. But I wish we could have talked about that episode because that episode was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
But I like that it picked up right after that. And I don't know how you felt about like Wanda's vision and White Vision fighting, but I definitely like the way they did that and the way they got White Vision to realize what was going on, like his whole conundrum he gave him.
Yeah.
and then giving him back all of his memories. But my thing is, where the hell did Vision go? He literally just said, "I am Vision," flew away, and we never saw him again.
I think. I mean, hey, if we want to go ahead and get into some real spoilers, I think that White Vision is going to come into play eventually. I mean, basically, Vision just brought back all those memories of Wanda's vision into White Vision. And if I was a betting man, I would say based off that post-credit scene, since she's kind of focused on her kids,
Yeah.
I would say that eventually White Vision's going to come into play for her, and we're not going to see her like create a artificial one again.
I mean, I hope so. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. But other than that in the episode, I mean, I don't know. I thought it was really good. You said the CGI fight, like the witch fight, wasn't good.
Well, so I'm a big fan of Catherine Hahn, and
Yeah,
obviously I'm a big fan of Elizabeth Olsen and her Scarlet Witch. Um, I thought the dialogue between them was really good. Most of the fight was pretty good, like when Wanda takes control of her mind and they go back to Salem.
yeah.
That scene was really good. But when they're up in the air and, Wanda's just basically throwing fireballs at her, with her red powers, that kind of gets diluted. It's kind of a big CGI thing. But I thought most of it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that's one of my favorite moments of the episode, just of her just trying to fight with Agnes, and Agnes just like literally turning Wanda's hands like black because she's like taking all her power and her
Yeah.
life away from her.
I mean, it could be much worse. I mean, at least it's not DC where they overdo the CGI and just like,
Yeah.
blind you with it.
I mean, it's not the ending of Black Panther.
And it's
I mean,
not Wonder Woman 1 or 1984 either, or Justice
no.
League for that matter. God.
Speaking of which, though, sorry to get off on Marvel, but uh, I'm so excited for Zack Snyder's Justice League. What
Eh,
about you?
I could care less. I'll watch it. It probably won't be that much improved from Joss Whedon's version, honestly. Just
You
because
wild on that one.
I don't think so. I mean, his Zack Snyder's Batman vs Superman is kind of crap to me. I fall asleep during the movie, so to see him take care of all those Justice League members, I mean, it's probably not going to get much better.
I don't know, man. I mean, we're gonna get 4 hours of uh, Justice League, and most
That
of it is new stuff.
more doesn't make it better.
Maybe I'm
Qu-
just a fanboy.
Quantity doesn't equal quality.
I know that, but with all the reshoots they did, I feel like it's gonna be really good.
I mean,
And
I'm hopeful, but even if it was good, they're not going to retcon all their plans because Ray Fisher is basically intent on ruining his own career at this point. So he's never coming back as Cyborg, and they're God knows what's happening to the Flash movie. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that movie.
But I think Ray Fisher, that's gonna be the last thing he's gonna be in, is the Flash.
No, they cut him.
Oh, they cut him from the Flash?
Yeah, I mean,
Tragic.
this man keeps calling the executives out. They hired an independent investigator to investigate Joss Whedon and the executive presidents and all that stuff in Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And they basically found that Joss Whedon was the only one that was doing anything. Like there wasn't any meddling between executives or anything like that. And Ray Fisher is still like going after the executives on a daily basis.
Well, at least he's fighting for something he thinks is right
I mean,
at the expense of his own career.
yeah, all for him, dude. But after the investigation, I probably would have shut up about it because now he's killing his own career.
Or at least his career in the DC universe, like at
I don't know.
Warner Brothers.
He's going to be one of those people that if you hire, you're going to have to walk around eggshells.
Well, I mean, I don't know about walking on eggshells. I mean, I'm sure there's I'm sure just be a decent person and work.
Dude, well, I don't know. Like Ray Fisher, he's got his own thing going on. I think he's ruining his career at this point. But uh,
But sorry, yeah, back to WandaVision.
here's one of
Um,
my like. So I don't have like a specific list of like a top three or top five like WTF moments from the finale. But how about
Dang, dude, you
freaking?
sound like Charlie, dude.
I know, but it just came to my mind where I was thinking about how about director Hayward just going and nearly he had no remorse about going to shoot those kids. Like I was like, whoa.
But then my favorite thing is that Monica didn't even know that she was bulletproof,
Yeah, and she
and
just
she jumped in front of the kids like just like I mean selfless. Like that's how she's about to be one of the best superheroes of all time, or at least in the MCU.
and her ending scene was also like another, WTF moment where the scroll is just appears and says, "Hey, one of your mom's friends wants to talk to you." And I'm pretty sure that if people remember the big sword agency that was in space during Far From Home,
Yeah,
um, I think we're about to get like a Monica slash Nick Fury thing going on, and that'd be pretty interesting to see her
I'm,
kind of evolve.
I'm definitely excited for Captain Marvel 2 to see her hopefully using her powers more, doing her thing. Because I mean, I'm glad we got a little taste of her powers in WandaVision, but I'm definitely excited to see what else she can do.
And how about Paul Bettany playing us all? He said in the interviews, there's a big A-list actor that was going to be popping up on the show, and they had great chemistry on set, and it was just himself the entire time,
I
him against
know,
White Vision.
like people were talking about that. They're like, he was like, "Oh, we have such good chemistry. I've always wanted to work with this person. Like,
Yeah,
I'm so excited for everybody to see it." And then when I saw the trailer for episode 9, and I saw that there was a White Vision going to be on there, I was like, he's talking about himself. He's just talking
yeah.
about himself.
I think Paul Bettany is one of my most favorite actors in the MCU
Oh yeah,
because he goes unnoticed. Like literally, Iron Man 1 through 3, he's playing Jarvis,
yeah.
and
He's been in the MCU since the beginning.
and then he's in Avengers 1, obviously, and then Avengers Age of Ultron, he turns from Jarvis into Vision. And he keeps saying that he goes into these meetings with Marvel thinking he's going to get fired for good. Like,
Yeah,
he goes in there for Age of Ultron. He's like, hey, it was a good run. It's all good that you guys are going to kill Jarvis. And then they bring him back like, no, dude, we want to keep you, like, for Vision. And then he gets pitched this show for WandaVision, and he goes in there saying, yeah, Vision's dead in the MCU. It was a good run. And he's like, no, we want you to keep playing this character. Like, he keeps going into these meetings, and he's talking about in interviews all the time where he thinks that he's going to be fired or dead for good, and they just keep bringing
yeah.
him back.
Like, I mean, I think I mean, he was great as Jarvis. I mean, just a robot voice. But when he became Vision, like it, and the fact that like I feel like he's a good actor. You know what I'm saying? But like the way he played those two different versions of Vision was
Yeah,
really good because you can tell like the one that Wanda created that that's her memories of Vision, so he has that like kind of human side, but
yeah.
the White Vision who's all just like who's meant to be just a robot weapon, like just the facial expressions on that Vision, like I feel like Paul Bettany hit that out of the park, like
Oh, I
he
think
did
so.
so
He's
well with that.
he's basically had to play like 4 different versions of this character at this point. Um, but I mean, it's still really good. I like his version. And now that we talk about Paul Bettany and this A-list actor that he's got chemistry, let's get into the segment. You played yourself.
Bro, all right. I mean, listen, everybody thought that we were gonna get something big that was gonna be happening on this show, and to everyone who thought big stuff was gonna be happening, I mean, other than the show itself, but I'm talking about if you thought that Reed Richards was going to show up in this show,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
if you thought Mephisto was going to be showing up in this show,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
if you thought Professor X was going to be showing up in this show,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
hell, even if you thought Benedict Cumberbatch was going to be in this show, as I mean, of course, as Doctor Strange,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
and last but not least, if you thought that Evan Peters was playing the Quicksilver version from the Fox X-Men movies,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
it's so sad. Like, I felt like a super clown when Doctor Strange did not show up at the end. Because that's really the only thing that I was hoping that was going to
Yeah.
be in there.
I honestly was also surprised with the kids not being real. I thought the way the show was going down, because Monica had said in those sword meetings, like, no, those kids are hers and they're real. And I thought to myself, okay, I mean, you know, she's got that chaos magic. Maybe the kids are real. And obviously the finale makes it seem like they're still real. She's just got to find a way to unlock them from her magic or whatever. But I was like, man, like that final scene where the hex is just like, you know, going away. And of course Marvel isn't going to show the kids dying because they already showed a glimpse of it when the hex was like, you know, she was starting to break it in the final battle. And she saw like her kids and Vision both in pain. I was like, man, that's kind of dark if you think about it. Like, she lets that hex come back and you don't see the kids die, but they technically kind of go through that same type of death.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think Vision will find a way back just based off of everything they're saying. And those final lines, like he says, you know, who knows what I might be next. And the kids, I think she'll find a way to unlock them, do something. But that was kind of a big, you played yourself too, because I thought those kids were going to stick around and be real.
Hey, Jared.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Sorry, brother.
That's true.
Like, I feel like Paul Bettany Vision saying, you never know what I'm going to be next is like a little wink at the camera because he's like, aha, I get to keep my job.
Yeah.
I guess he finally is sure that they want to keep him around over at Marvel. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it was when she broke the hex finally and like said goodbye to her kids and goodbye to Vision and everything. I don't feel like they probably had that much of a painful death as when they were trying to fight it earlier in the episode. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
feel like they probably went more peacefully that time. But yeah, that post credit scene with Wanda just like, you know, sipping on her coffee at that cabin, and then you go into the back room, and then there's her in her full Scarlet Witch costume, and she's reading through the dark hold and everything, like, and then she hears her kids' voices. So I mean, definitely, I mean, they're not gone, and I'm glad they're probably gonna be using them as the, you know, Young Avengers eventually. I'm definitely excited for that. Do you think that she'll be able to get them back soon, like maybe in Doctor Strange?
Probably. I think, I mean, they say she plays a pretty key role in the next Doctor Strange film, so I think she's going to figure out some type of way, because now she's got that book that draws power from other dimensions.
Yeah.
So I think she's going to be the one to kind of open a multiverse up, and I think she'll figure it out. I don't think she heard both kids. I think she only heard the one with mind control talking about help me. Power
Yeah.
similar as hers, Billy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if we'll see them soon. but maybe by the end of Doctor Strange, we could get a
Yeah,
glimpse.
hopefully. Yeah.
Like, and how about her actual new MCU costume and that reveal?
I'm I love it.
Yeah,
Like
that
I like their redesign of it and everything, but and we both watched Emergency Awesome. Like I said, you talked about your WTF moments.
yeah.
Uh, I like how he pointed out that her costume has been in the promos and stuff for in the pictures the whole time. Like,
Yeah. And nobody just kind of really noticed it until
yeah,
like the big reveal, like when the crown started appearing, and she was at the stake.
yeah,
I was like, man, this is about to be lit.
yeah. Well, like when the crown appeared on Agnes's mom's head, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, are we about to get Scarlet Witch with the crown with the red crown? And yeah,
Yeah, I really like her costume too, and I really, um, I mean, everybody, we got played when with all those big reveals and everything not turning up, but Marvel does that to us all the freaking time. Like
oh yeah,
literally, everybody thought Hulk was gonna get to fight Thanos again. No, uh, literally, in the Infinity War trailers, they've got Hulk running around in the Battle of Wakanda, and he's only in the movie for 5 minutes at the beginning, and you never see him again.
yeah. I definitely like that. Well, I mean, you see him a little bit when he's trying to get him to come out, and then like you see his face. He's like, no, but
Yeah, he just says no like twice in
but
the
I th-
in the rest of the movie.
but they only did that to cover up the fact that he wasn't going to be there, and the fact that they like to highlight the kind of internal struggle that he's having with Bruce.
Yeah, but I feel like they do that crap all the time. Like in that WandaVision episode, Monica's talking about the famous like astrophysicist she knows, and everybody already starts speculating that it's Reed Richards. Um, and they're like, okay, this is gonna be it. This is an intro to the Fantastic Four in the MCU, and then this guy like never shows up.
But oh, also, sorry to go back to you played yourself. If you thought they were going to do some mutant stuff in here,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
but only kinda because technically Monica became a mutant because her DNA got
Yeah,
so messed up.
I mean, congrats to her, man. She just got some like amazing powers too.
Oh yeah. But okay, so since we talked about the finale, how do you think? I mean, what do you think about the show in its entirety and how it sets up for Marvel Phase 4?
I'm not sure what it sets up really. Uh, Everything we knew at the end of the show, we kind of knew at the beginning. Like Wanda is extremely powerful, and I mean, I don't really know what it sets up honestly because it didn't focus on setting up anything in particular. It was more a show about Wanda's actual grief, which I'm glad that they focused on a story like that because she's literally one of the characters in the MCU that's lost like everything, and
Yeah.
so um, I'm not sure what it sets up for the next phase. If anything, that she's going to be a major part of like future films and Avengers and stuff like that.
For me, like you said, like that they focused on just kind of like her emotions and stuff. It was like this show was a very emotional uh, type of show. But when Agnes says that she doesn't know what she has unleashed and stuff like that, I think that's going to play a part in the in the Doctor Strange movie
Yeah,
because of. I mean, I feel like that's going to be the actual big villain that probably Agnes was dealing with, and then after she defeated her, the the villain just kind of he's free to do whatever he wants to now.
And can we get a special shout out to Catherine Hahn?
Oh yeah,
I
oh
mean,
yeah,
she's an amazing actress, dude, and thank God this show has given her the credit that this lady deserves because she's hilarious. And she apparently can play drama really good too.
yeah. And well, she had me fooled really well whenever whenever Wanda took her back to the stake bit,
Yeah.
and she's like, "No, please, don't do it. I beg you." And then all the witches just come up and attack Wanda instead. Like, had me going there for a second. And then at the end, when she had lost her powers and Wanda switched her back into the nosy neighbor,
Yeah.
like she played that so well.
I wouldn't be
Like,
surprised if this show actually gets nominated for like a few Emmys just because of everything that they did. Like they focused on, like 4 decades of different types of comedy and then it was also like a dramatic horror show too. So um I wouldn't be surprised, especially since there's not like a lot of TV or movies coming out. Like if this one got nominated for a few Emmys or something, I wouldn't be
yeah,
surprised.
I hope so. Um, but another thing I want to talk about, since it seems like Phase 4 is going to be leaning more towards the multiverse and everything, and then we got the Doctor Strange movie coming up, and Wanda is going to be in that, and then I've heard that Doctor Strange is going to be in the third Spider-Man movie. Um,
Is he?
I mean, maybe.
It seems like everybody's going to be in the third Spider-Man movie. It's probably
Oh
just
yeah,
a bunch of ploys like we got with this show.
but I'm thinking, do you think that Doctor Strange is going to become like that huge kind of like focal character of the MCU, kind of like how Tony Stark was?
I think he's important, but um, I would like for him to be a focal point because his powers are really cool. Um, but I don't know how much of a focal point he'll be because technically the Avengers still need money, and magic can't really provide that. So I would see Wakanda and like Shuri becoming a huge focal point in the future over Doctor Strange. Um, I mean, I hope he gets more screen time because I like his characters. And that there's just so many different types of cosmic possibilities with Doctor Strange. So I'm interested in his solo films. I hope he gets to 3 or 4 films like all the other main characters did.
Oh yeah,
But I don't know how much of a pivotal role he's going to play because I feel like other movies like Thor, can still be focused on in space, Guardians of the Galaxy. They're kind of broadening their horizons now, and I think he's important. I think he's going to open up like multiverses and everything, but I don't know if he'll be like the focal point of the Avengers. I think the idea has always been to bring Spider-Man back into the main face since he has kind of been that go-to character in the comics.
oh yeah. Do you think that Sony and Marvel are going to be able to, or Sony and Disney are going to be able to keep up the whole Spider-Man agreement?
I think if they're smart, yeah. I mean, literally, they didn't even get to film their own movie. They just saw all the outrage from where Sony, they didn't renew that deal with Marvel. And there was just so much outrage that they went ahead and, signed it back because they were like, dang, well, if nobody's going to watch our movie, then how are we supposed to make it since everybody
I
loves the
mean,
current situation?
but let's be real. If they didn't keep up the deal and they just had, I mean, they still had Tom Holland playing Spider-Man just in the Sony movies, people would still watch. Like, Spider-Man would still do big numbers
I'd
regardless.
still I'd still watch it, but I'd be worried because every time Sony has got their hands on Spider-Man, the first film usually does really good for directors. Sam Raimi was able to do a good second film, but then like Mark Webb and Spider-Man 3 for Sam Raimi, Sony gets caught up by all the money, and then they just start overproducing. Like Mark Webb had interviews where they told him that he had to, put certain stuff in the movie. Like he had to add Rhino, he had to do that EDM song with Electro, because he was like, yeah, Sony kept saying this is hip, this is what we need in this movie. Like they apparently, when the first couple movies are successful, they just like to overdo it, and Marvel,
Yeah.
I think, helps keep them kind of grounded in producing.
Well, Sony has so many of those Spider-Man characters. They're just like, use them all. Let's use them all.
I mean, they should just be a little more smart with it. Kind of introduce one or two characters per film.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. We'll see what the future holds, for the MCU. And I like WandaVision. Looking forward to Falcon and Winter Soldier now.
Yes. Okay. So what we get the bonus like behind the scenes episode of WandaVision this coming week. And next week we just jump right into the action with Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yep. So it's gonna be nice. Looking forward to it.
And I was really excited to see like what would be coming next after WandaVision. But technically, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to come before WandaVision. So I just want more WandaVision Easter eggs and stuff, and I want to see more fallout from that. So,
I mean,
but they're talking about how Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to be just nonstop action, and the episodes are going to be longer than WandaVision, or at least that's what I've heard.
yeah. Well, it's
And,
also shorter. It's only 6 episodes.
Yeah, it's only 6 episodes. But I don't know, man. The MCU, they have my money now forever.
Yeah, they keep doing it. I mean, they kill off the big characters like Iron Man, and then they give us the WandaVision series. So it's exciting. I'm glad they can keep the ideas fresh, anyways, and still make good content.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, as we kind of shut it down, is there anything else you'd like to get into, or I can say like some of the top 3 Google questions from 2020 here at the end?
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like we did a pretty good job wrapping up WandaVision. So.
All right. Well, one last little bit here, and then we'll close out the show for all of you. So obviously Google has their most asked questions every year, and we don't have time to get into every single one of it, but we can start to kind of get into some of these funny questions at the end of these shows. So from 2020, I'll get into a couple of the top questions. My number 1 question from 2020, the most asked where questions, and I'll just give the top one for this, is where is my refund?
Absolutely, bro.
That's what everybody's wondering. The most asked when questions, when we were young. That's not really a question, but it's typed up, And the most asked why questions, I'll close it off with these, is why is there a leap day? Why you always lying? Why is my poop green? And why are cats afraid of cucumbers? I didn't know cats. I didn't know cats were afraid of cucumbers. I'll have to try that out.
Supposedly, I think I've read that like cats think that cucumbers are snakes. Or at least like I mean, if a cat's never seen a snake before, then I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they get afraid of it.
Well.
But after what was the one of the other question you asked? Why what?
Why is my poop green? Why you always lying?
There's a one you asked right before the why you always lying one.
Why is there a leap day?
Yeah, why is there a leap day? I've heard of why. I mean, I've read why, but I always forget why.
Well, I mean, I could be very wrong on this, but the short answer is I don't think we need it anymore. Like literally, daylight savings time and leap days are just Actually, leap days are only every 4 years.
Every
Where-
4 years, yeah.
Where February gets the extra day. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Probably has something to do with Earth's rotation or something scientific like that.
Yeah, why we just need 366 days
Yeah.
in a year.
But yeah, guys, that's the show. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can find me at Jared Evans. And if I had any closing thoughts, if you haven't seen WandaVision, go ahead and binge it now. Excellent show. Disney's pushing out a lot of good content now where Disney Plus is actually worth my money. So, get into something new this week. Watch some good television.
Well, yeah, my closing thoughts. If you haven't seen WandaVision and you made it to these closing thoughts, we ruined the show for you. Unless you're like one of those people that just like don't care about spoilers, but we spoiled the hell out of it. But definitely thank you once again. I say this all the time. Thank you to everybody who's been watching and who's been supporting us throughout this. It's almost been a year. Well, we started in about August last year.
Close. I think it's July or
September.
June. Yeah.
Oh, we started early?
I think so.
Oh man, well never mind. We've almost hit a year. So thank you guys for watching and letting us know about how we're doing and everything. And thank you to everybody who has ever appeared on our show as a guest. And yeah, just watch WandaVision if you haven't. And also, wear a mask.
Wear a mask.
And you can find me on Twitter at young without the O _ABG. And you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at unheard _ of pod. Facebook, search us up, Unheard Of. We're there. YouTube, follow the link. One day we're gonna be making that big YouTube money. You know what I'm saying? But as for right now, follow the link.
Yeah, and appreciate everybody tuning back in this week. ABG's got a new job and some stuff has been coming up for me, so hopefully we get back on track. Glad you're still tuning in. And as always, we love you, we hear you, and we hope you hear us here at Unheard Of. And once again, I'm Jared.
And I'm Arthur. And this was
Unheard Of.